The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio. GradyGrant716 lays out why he should be removed from that platform, man. I'm not hating. He's actually violating Twitter policies, bullying people, putting everybody in danger. Like, I lay it out there. Check out the link. Now, shout out to everybody who marched on trying to get justice for this Eric Garner situation. You know what I'm saying? Like myself and Black Fox News affiliates included. Shout out to Todd Black, the legacy Eric Garner left behind. You know what I mean? Special peace to Eric Garner's mother, Gwen Carr. You know, I met her, wonderful woman, lovely woman. Now, this is been a long time coming, and finally, Daniel Pantaleo, the killer of Eric Garner, has been ordered to be fired from the force by at the order of Commissioner James O'Neill, who was supposed to review a lot of things, but amongst other things, the fact that he used an illegal chokehold to do so. Now, it shouldn't have took 5 years for this to happen. I mean, when he did so, mind you, he put him in a chokehold, it was caught on camera, went viral. He was caught saying, "I can't breathe," 11 times. And even with all of that, this wasn't taken into account to actually charge him with any crimes. Even down to last month, where the Justice Department said there would be no federal charges put against him, at the order of William Barr, you know, Trump's appointee for Attorney General. But nevertheless, finally we have some inkling of justice. So at least now he's off the force. You know what I'm saying? If people want, y'all can kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure you sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. You can find the change.org link in my Instagram bio. GradyGrant716 lays out exactly why he should be removed from that platform, including violating Twitter's policies, inciting violence, terrorizing us, putting U.S. troops in danger, people abroad in danger. Come on, man. The evidence is clear in mainstream media. Now, check this out. Planned Parenthood has actually withdrew itself from the Title X program. What is this program? This program is something that the federal government had funded that provided essentially health services to millions of low-income people. Planned Parenthood is one of those organizations that use the Title X program to provide like abortion, STD testing, health services, birth controls to low-income patients. We're talking about 1.5 million people that will now lose the access to that due to them Planned Parenthood withdrawing from this program, because of which they will get like $60 million from. Why are they withdrawing? Because of Trump's gag rule that actually said that anybody who's taken Title X can't perform or recommend anybody get abortion. So that was their reaction to it. We'll see how this pans out. Green War and Graduation. Although the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. You can find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716, laying out exactly why he should be removed from that platform, including violating Twitter policies, man. Get Donald Trump off Twitter, man. Get with the train, because he's putting us, the people abroad, and U.S. troops in danger regularly. Now check this out. So weeks ago, Trump actually took us out of the intermediate range nuclear forces treaty that we were in with Russia. This is something that was done back in the day when like Reagan and Gorbachev were actually in power, right? Now, this was designed to stop a nuclear arms race between the two nuclear powers, the U.S. and, you know, Soviet Union, Russia, whatever. Now, this is since then, you know, Russia's actually has been testing. The U.S. actually just recently tested some ground missiles that were intermediate range and that actually would have been banned under this treaty. Russia is saying like they're increasing the destabilizing potential of the situation, but the reality is Russia was 2 weeks ago just testing their own missiles, or suspected to have been testing these missiles off the northern coast of Russia, where, you know, 7 nuclear scientists were said to have been killed, and it caused a radiation spike around the area that even spans out as far as Scandinavia. So, you know what I mean? A lot of people in fear of an arms race between the two, which could spell disaster. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure you sign my petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio. GradyGrant716 lays out exactly why he should be removed from that platform, violating Twitter policies, putting us, people abroad, U.S. troops in danger, inciting violence, inciting hate. The list goes on, man. Don't you see the damage from just his tweets? Now check this out. In Sudan, the ousted, the deposed former president Omar al-Bashir is actually facing his corruption trial. So it was turned out that he actually had taken money from he took $90 million from Saudi Arabia, 25 million of which came from the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's actually accused of chopping up Jamal Khashoggi, the Washington Post, right over here in the U.S. Now, check this out. He's also, so his corruption trial includes him illicitly possessing foreign currency, accepting unofficial gifts, even ordering the killing of protesters and war crimes in Darfur. So keep in mind that I reported on how he was actually removed from his power back in April and then put in jail, the same jail that he was putting people in or whatever, after months of protesting went on since wintertime. And a lot of people had died behind this. Even after he was removed from office, there was a lot of bloodshed that took place in trying to get order between the civilians and the Transitional Military Council. Now they have a joint council that signed a treaty 2 days ago that basically says they're going to hold power up until they transition to a democratically elected government. So Greenwald and Grad the New World Order, Bishop Grady Lake. Y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716. Now, in El Salvador, Evelyn Hernandez, this is a 21-year-old woman. She's currently 21. Back in 2016, she actually had a stillborn birth, meaning basically a miscarriage, you could say. I mean, she gave birth to a baby that didn't make it. And this actually caused her to be charged with murder, and she was sentenced to 30 years in prison back in 2017. Keep in mind that in El Salvador, abortion is illegal. So even under any circumstances, you're supposed to have a successful birth. So, that conviction was later annulled, and then she was supposed to go back to trial earlier this month. Well, that whole thing has finally been dropped. She has been acquitted of murder, which is basically what she was being charged with. So, it's a salute to her. But it's probably a lot of other women locked up over there in El Salvador for shit like that. And so free them women. 3 more graduates. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716. Now, Twitter and Facebook actually removed to 1,000 accounts yesterday. Actually, when they believe these accounts to be linked to the Chinese government in attempts to put out misinformation about the protests that have been surrounding Hong Kong. So in Hong Kong, for those who don't know, there millions of people been hitting the streets initially for this extradition bill that said that if you catch a charge in Hong Kong, you get extradited to China. Hong Kong is in China. There are 2 different systems or whatever. 1 country, 2 systems. And people were against that. People felt like they were fucking with Hong Kong sovereignty, so it caused a lot, even down to there being protests in the airport, shutting down air flights to Hong Kong. That's a big deal. Now, they felt like this was they were creating these accounts and spreading this misinfo to sow political discord surrounding the scenario. Twitter actually also said that yesterday that they will no longer accept run ads from state-controlled media in order to protect healthy discourse and open conversation. Greenwald and Grad the Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, GradyGrant716, laying out exactly why he should be left off of the platform, including violating Twitter policies, putting us, U.S. troops, people abroad in danger, inciting violence. Come on, Jack Dorsey, you the CEO, make a move, man. Now, over in Sioux City, Iowa, they actually had the first presidential forum for Native American issues where 9 2020 presidential candidates participated in, including Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, who actually took that time to apologize to Native Americans about last year when she was clowned for using her DNA test to show that she was part Native American, which I think she got dragged through the mud a little too much than that, for that. They accused her of being another white woman appropriating, but it's really because it's about more of a tribal thing than it is about whether you have a drop of blood in you. But they could have cut her some slack for that. Whatever though, I think what shows she's a standard chick is that she still unveiled the honoring and empowering tribal nations and indigenous peoples plan that showed that she was looking to actually administer a local health plan for tribal nations, give them more jurisdiction over crimes committed on native land, increase their voting power, increase their broadband access, and remove the Dakota Access and Keystone XL pipelines. I think that's some stand-up shit. But more so though, where's the African American Forum, yo? Black people, we gotta get our shit together, man. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure you sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, Grady Grant 716. Now, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, Sioux being S-I-O-U-X, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe asked the federal government in Washington, D.C. to halt all operations of the Dakota Access Pipeline until a full environmental evaluation takes place. Now, this was already supposed to have taken place, as you would think, since they're running this Dakota Access Pipeline. But back in 2017, the Army Corps of Engineers actually issued an easement that allowed for the process to continue, the construction process. Now, a Corps had said they had actually remanded that easement, saying that it was a violation of law, and brought it back to the Army Corps. But the Sioux tribe accuses the Army Corps of actually running a sham process that allows for the construction to continue. Keep this in mind as I say, Dakota Access LLC, that's making the pipeline, they're actually owned by Energy Transfer Partners. They're actually doubling they're expanding their transfer to from 570,000 barrels of oil per day to 1.1 million barrels of oil per day. And the Sioux tribe is also calling for North Dakota officials to have a public hearing so they can discuss the effects of this expansion. We'll see what happens. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Sign my petition, yo. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. You can find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, Grady Grant 716. Lays out exactly why he should be removed from that platform. Inciting hate, and putting U.S. troops, people abroad, even American citizens in danger, man, by, inciting violence or retaliation from other countries and all of that. Like, he has to be stopped from that Twitter platform. Let him explain himself. Now, check this out. In the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, on Friday, actually had to roll back an injunction that was put in place by Judge John Tigar. This injunction called for went against the Trump administration's ban on almost all asylum seekers that were seeking asylum at the U.S. and Mexico border. So the injunction was set to basically get rid of that temporarily nationwide, but the court ruled that Tigar didn't have the jurisdiction to do that nationwide, only to do it in California and Arizona. So that means in New Mexico and in Texas, that ban will be taking place. So now if you're trying to seek asylum at the U.S.-Mexico border, you need to go ahead and do that at Cali or do it in Arizona. Green War and Graduate. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition too. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, Grady Grant 716, laying out exactly why you should be taken off of that platform, man. Yo, putting people in danger or whatever without having an answer to anybody. You know how that social media go. Troll shit. He's the king troll. Now check this out though. And New York prosecutors are actually dismissing the charges against Jeffrey Epstein. This is the billionaire who actually was said to have killed himself, have hanged himself while in federal prison in Manhattan Correctional. Now, in doing this though, a medical examiner actually ruled that to be his official way of death. Like, he killed himself by hanging himself with a belt in a fucking cell. Now, which is highly suspicious. But he did 2 days before that actually wrote a will and left behind a $577 million estate. His beneficiaries though are unknown. But keep this in mind as the prosecutor said they are going to pursue his co-conspirators for justice or whatever. So it's not over. And also keep in mind that Attorney General William Barr actually removed the top prison official, Hugh Hurwitz, I believe that's his name. So a lot of shaky shit going on. We'll see what happens. We thought a lot of names were going to be revealed when it came down to who was participating in fucking on these little girls. So it's no surprise that the man is dead. I mean, let's be real. But hopefully somebody else, a lot of other important people go down. Green War and Graduation. The New World Order, Bishop Grady letting y'all know what the fuck going on for this BFN report, man. Make sure y'all sign my petition. Get Donald Trump off Twitter. Find the change.org link in my Instagram bio, Grady Grant 716, laying out exactly why he should be removed from that platform, including violating Twitter policies. Now, and the Trump administration actually urged the Supreme Court to legalize the firing of transgenders, essentially because they're transgender, arguing that really the Civil Rights Act only protects discrimination of employees based on their biological sex. So this was being brought up because there's a case going on through the Supreme Court that's going to be heard officially on October 8th regarding a Michigan funeral home that decided to fire somebody that had been working there. That they decided to fire this trans woman who had been working there for 6 years after she decided to transition. He, she, whatever. I don't know what they're going from or to or from or whatever. But keep all of this in mind as this is Tracy Single, 22-year-old transgender woman, he to she, a woman in Texas, was actually found dead on July 30th, but was only identified as early as last week out in Houston. So, you know what I mean? And that's the 15th trans woman of color to be found murdered this year. 16th trans woman in total. Greenwald and Graduation.